This is a WWN Publishing Group recording. Copyright 2017, all rights reserved. This is an abridged version of Hot Georgia Rein by Martha Sweeney to make the story appropriate for all listeners on YouTube. Read to you by the author. If you want to read the complete story, you can find the ebook or paperback online. Links are provided below in the description. Chapter 21, Ivy. As soon as Henry exits the barn, I'm not long to follow. I grab my purse and make sure my dress was hanging correctly before I headed to Mama's truck. As much as I want to stay, I need to give Henry and Mrs. Summerlin space. "Where do you think you're going?" Henry inquires with fire in his eyes. The truck is already started and I've got it in reverse. "Home," I admit. "Why?" he snaps. "You know why," I remind. "I need you here," Henry claims. "You need to fix things with the Summerlins first," I inform. "Get the hell out of the truck, Firefly," Henry commands. I lock the door before he can yank it open. "It's not a good idea for me to stay." "Why?" he pushes. "Because of what just happened," I remind. "Fuck what just happened," Henry exclaims. "You need to calm down. She needs to calm down. Then you two need to talk things out," I state. "They're hurting. You're hurting." "Of course I'm hurting," Henry replies, trying to get the door open. "The woman I love is trying to leave." "I'm not leaving," I soothe. "Not like that. I'm just giving you time to handle—" "I don't need time," Henry claims. "Well, Mrs. Summerlin does," I snap. "She's grieving for her daughter, whose grave doesn't even have grass growing over it yet. She's in pain and needs time to heal." "The Bible only gives 3 fucking days, Ivy," Henry reminds. "It's been almost a week." "I know," I reply, "but think of their needs." "Fuck their needs," he shouts. "I'm fucking sick and tired of thinking about everyone's needs but my own, let alone everyone else thinking about their own fucking needs rather than think about what I may need." I let out a heavy sigh, realizing that Henry is definitely not ready to hear my secret. "Okay," I say softly. "I hear you." "Good," he huffs. "Get the fuck out of your mama's truck." "Henry," I say, placing my hand over his. "You know that what was going to happen won't feel right for either of us if I stay." "We don't have to do that," he claims. "Just stay. We can talk. Snuggle." I smile, always enjoying how a man admits when he needs to snuggle. "I would love to," I return. "But you're gonna fucking leave," he retorts, reaching in to pop the lock. I nod as I block him. "But, just for tonight, I'll be back to check on you in the morning." "No," he argues. "What time do you want me to stop by?" I check. "I want you to stay the night," he informs. "I don't think that's a good idea," I counter. "I do," he grunts, trying to unlock the door again. I block him and put my palm on his cheek. "You'll know where to find me." "Please, don't go," he begs softly. "I'll call you as soon as I get there," I inform. "We can talk that way." "We can talk while you're here," he pushes. I shake my head. "It's not right. Not tonight, that is." "Please," he begs again as tears begin to well in his eyes. "Firefly." "We'll try again tomorrow," I promise. "Tomorrow never comes," he replies defeatedly. "Our tomorrow will," I offer. "It's already here." "Then stay," he requests, kissing my palm. "It doesn't feel right to. Not after what happened," I remind. "What if she and her husband come back?" "I don't give a fuck if they do," Henry replies heatedly. "This is my land. I do what I want on it." I shake my head, knowing that if I stay, it could make things worse. "We'll see each other tomorrow," I offer. "Firefly," he pleads. "Stay." I pull at the back of his neck and kiss him. "Tomorrow." I let go and back the truck up so I could pull out onto the driveway properly, knowing that if I take any longer, he won't let me leave. "Firefly," Henry calls after me. "Firefly!" I look back in my rearview mirror, and pain sears my heart at the sight of him so sad, but I continue forward, knowing that we need to pace our time together for a little while. As soon as I'm on the road, I push the speed limit to get home just in case Mrs. Summerlin is waiting to follow me. "What's wrong?" Mama asks as soon as I get inside the house. "Nothing," I lie. "Something's wrong. You're back and without Henry," Mama says, calling me out. "Did you and Henry have a fight?" "No," I reply. "Then what happened?" she pries. "Nothing really, Mama," I state. "Just some work changes that I need to take care of." "Oh no," Mama sighs. "Can you fix it?" "Yep," I lie. "I'll be upstairs if anyone needs me." When I reach my room, I hesitate to call Henry, realizing that I don't have his number. I go into the kitchen and check to see if Mama still has her list on the side of the fridge. I find Henry's and dial it on the landline, but it goes straight to voicemail. I leave a message telling him I'll see him in the morning. I change for bed even though it's early and then call Cece on my cell.
We chat for a few seconds before my son hogs all of the attention as soon as he sees me on the video. He shows me several of his toys, tries to kiss me through the phone, and makes Cece and I laugh several times when he repeats certain things we say. Cece lets me vent like the good friend that she is. We talk for over an hour, being able to really chat once my son falls asleep on the couch next to her. When we hang up, I turn on a movie. Suddenly, I hear a weird noise outside my window and climb out of bed. I check the time and realize that it's suddenly after 11. I've got to stop binge-watching the new Vikings television show, especially this late at night. Ragnar gets me all hot and bothered. I look out my window but don't see anything right away. I try to listen for something, but I don't hear anything over my fan. I get back on the bed with the thought to have a little fun with Ragnar as I continue watching. Right as I'm about to hit the play button on my iPad, I hear the noise again, louder this time. I shift, hoping to find out if it's a bird or other animal that might be on the roof. Looking out the window, I almost scream when I see him. "What the hell are you doing?" I ask Henry as he climbs up the side of the house. To get a better view, I lift the screen window. "I needed to see you," he says, flinging his leg so he can get through the window. "Henry," I sigh, trying to keep my emotions and the situation in check. I'm happy to see him, flattered actually, but I was serious about wanting to keep our distance a little because of what happened with Mrs. Summerlin. She's a gossip freak, and I wouldn't be surprised if half the town has already heard a bunch of rumors about me. Before I get the chance to say anything else, Henry wraps his arms around me, holding me tight. He lets out a heavy breath into my neck. "Already better," he confesses. "Good," I reply, stretching my arms around his ribs. "You've got 2 minutes, and then you have to leave." "I need you," Henry declares in a low, husky voice. "I need you, Firefly." My parents are just down the... I just need to hold you, okay?" he states. Henry presses his lips to mine, keeping them there as long as I allow. "Okay," I mumble, surprised by how he's acting. Henry scoops me up and delivers us to my bed. He curls into me, holding me as if I might disappear. We're quiet for a long while as our bodies are entangled. In time, his head is on my chest and I'm stroking his hair. "I can hear your heartbeat," he announces slowly. I smile, enjoying this newer side of Henry. We've cuddled when we were younger, but he's opening up more emotionally than I've ever known him to do. I wonder if this is who he really is, finally showing me all of him after all these years apart. "Your head's right above it," I tease. Henry pats my breast. "They're comfortable," he claims. "So I've heard," I snicker. "By who?" Henry asks, jerking his head up and looking at me. My mouth opens, not sure how to answer the question. "They're mine now," Henry directs. "No one else's. Got it?" I breathe out. "What if I had a kid?" "When we have kids, I won't mind," Henry confirms. "They'll get to breastfeed, and so will I." "Excuse me?" I laugh. "It's a turn-on," Henry admits. "Have a lot of experience with moms?" I inquire with a nervous giggle. "None," Henry states. "But with you, it would be very erotic." "Okay," I return, unsure of how else to respond. We lay quietly, just taking in the closeness of our bodies. Henry doesn't try to have sex, only offering sweet kisses to my hand, arm, or lips on occasion. We exchange a few glances in the low light and I can see the turmoil in his gaze. My heart breaks seeing him like this. I wish things had turned out better than they had. We might have been like this, naked in his bed, and at a point where I can tell him my secret. Henry looks deep into my eyes and suddenly says, "I know you just got back. I know things between us are just getting started. But I need you to know that I know what I want. I want you. I want us." I nod, not expecting tonight to go down this path. "I will do whatever it takes so that we are always together," he adds. Henry laces his fingers with mine. I know what I want, and not having it for so long makes everything more intense for me, which I know could possibly scare you. Henry looks away. I've just wasted so much of my time being unhappy," he continues, as if he didn't hear me. "When I'm with you, you brighten the darkness I've had for so long." "Like a firefly?" I ask. Henry smiles. "Just like a firefly, and more." "It's intense for me too," I share, "which is why we need to take things a little slow." "I know," Henry sighs. "I'm sorry." "Don't apologize," I say. "We just need to be mindful of our past habits to prevent them from surfacing again so we don't ruin this." "I agree," he confirms. I smile, excited to know we're on the same page. Now it's just the matter of catching up on everything. Juliana and I talked a lot once we found out she was sick, Henry shares all of a sudden. My eyes widen, curiosity brimming on the edge. My stomach flips and I'm not sure if I'm ready to hear what he wants to share with me about their life. "She knew," he adds, pausing for a long while. Henry places his other hand over mine. When Henry doesn't explain, I ask tentatively, Knew? Knew what? She knew about us. Every time you came back, Henry explains. She knew about our last night together, what we did, just before you told me it was over between us. My mouth falls open, unsure of what to say or how to console him. I didn't know she knew about that, not until we talked the night she passed. Juliana said she was hurt in the beginning, but when she got sick, other things happened. She said she couldn't blame us, Henry continues. She understood what love really was when she started having feelings for someone else. I nod and offer a small smile every time he looks up at me, encouraging him to keep talking if he needs to, but still unsure if I want to know more. She wanted a life with him, and he her, but she refused to put him through any kind of pain, knowing that she was dying, Henry adds. He pauses for a long moment. She made me promise, swear, that if I had the chance to have you back in my life where you and I could truly be together, to fight until my dying breath, she didn't want me to have regrets like the ones she had. I wipe the 2 tears that slip past my eyes as my heart breaks for him and her. That's why I'm pushing so hard, Henry admits. I know it's intense for you. It's intense for me. My head bobs a little. I'll do my best not to push you away again, he continues, but I will not stop fighting for you, for us. I didn't even try before, thinking you'd just come back. I want you, need you in my life, Ivy. He takes a deep breath. I know you want it too. I can see it in your eyes, feel it when you kiss me, feel it when we make love. I nod, unable to speak. I wish I could open up to him like he is to me right now, but I can't, I'm too scared. I also know that you're scared, he adds. My brow furrows, unsure of what he means, hoping that he's not about to call me out on my secret. How could he have found out? I know that you're scared that I really haven't changed, but I will prove to you every day that I have and will continue to prove it to you. I know you need your time too. We've both changed, he says. Right, I let out on a heavy sigh. I meant it earlier, he shares. I'll build whatever house you want. I'll give you whatever things you need. I'll go wherever you go, as long as that means that we can be a family. My heart breaks, scared more than ever to reveal myself completely to him. I know I need to, but I need more time, just a little more time.
This is the end of this chapter. Thank you for listening. I hope you're enjoying the story so far. To read the full unabridged version, you can find a link in the description below. To find out about new releases before the general public, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter. You'll find a link also in the description. Also, to be notified when the next chapter is published, make sure you subscribe to my channel.